Sorry about the technical difficulty. So as I was saying, the dad is a complete dumbass caricature of every sitcom TV dad ever. And to give you an idea of how stupid he really is, there's a scene where earlier in the movie, the mother's making dinner and she's cooking, like she's chopping vegetables, and she turns around and talks on the phone or whatever, and the knife shoots up into the ceiling. So, at first, you're probably thinking when you watch this, like, oh, okay, this will actually be a suspenseful scene. This will actually create some tension and drama. Well, not drama, but suspense. It'll create tension and suspense, and you don't know where that knife's going to come down. You know who's going to injure. You don't know if someone's going to die. And what happens is the dad comes down in the middle of the night later in the movie to get something out of the fridge or whatever, and the knife just like shoots down and like thuds into like the floor or the counter or something. And to show you how dumb this dad is, his reaction is, oh, and that's it. It's not, holy shit, I just got a knife came out of nowhere, or oh my god, it's, oh, okay. That's his reaction. Now, tell me, who the fuck reacts this way? Like, if I was in the situation, like, if I had come down in the middle of the night to get something out of the fridge, and a knife just freaking almost narrowly misses me, I don't think I would just simply be like, whatever. But, anyway, it's just, okay, so this ought to give you an idea of kind of like what kind of characters we're dealing with. And not only that, the movie just does not know how to do suspense. It doesn't know how to build atmosphere. It doesn't know how to build tension. It doesn't know even properly how to execute a suspenseful scene. There's a part where the boyfriend of the girl is killed, and it was unnecessary. You didn't need to see it. See, because how it happens, how it would have, it would have worked if they'd done it this way. The girl and her mom go out. They come back. The girl is trying to get in touch with the boyfriend, so she calls him. And then she hears behind her in her closet his cell phone ring, because his body had been dragged back there. That would have worked. How is it done in the movie? Girlfriend and mom leave. Boyfriend comes over. Boyfriend goes up to girl's room. And he's just messing around, jerking off, whatever. And someone comes in the house, which I'm going to spoil a little bit, but I don't want to spoil too much. But a woman from the first movie, who by now is, something's wrong with her, because she's the one raising the boy who's like very weird and quiet and evil. She's like that too. She comes in, creeps up behind the boyfriend, kills him, drags him into the closet, leaves. Girl comes home. It's like, where's that boyfriend of mine, or whatever bullshit. Calls him, and then hears his cell phone ring by. See, it's not suspenseful if we just saw what happened. It's not a reveal. It's just it's just the character knowing what we've already know. Like, that's not how it works. And there's just a lot of weird ass decisions in this movie. Like, there's another scene that's like, it goes nowhere. There's a part where the cameras are set up filming in the middle of the night, and the girl's asleep, and she just kind of rises off her bed like this. She just kind of, and you think something's going to happen, and it doesn't. It just cuts to the next day, making that scene entirely pointless. So yes, the only good thing about it is the ending. Like I said, all these movies have great endings that are memorable, frightening, disturbing as hell. And this one is no exception. So I'll just go ahead and get to it, and I'll try not to blow too much for you. So the little brother's hanging out with the creepy Damien from the Omen Kid. All kinds of shit starts going down. Little brother's kidnapped by Damien Kid and Omen Kid and woman from the first movie who, like I said, this movie clearly, without any subtlety, establishes they're evil. teenage girl has to go get the brother back and goes through the house where they live and all kinds of crazy. And that's when it gets good. So, and that it's actually well done because it's shaky cam. She's running around and this is actually what one of the advantages of the found film style is that since it's so limited and it's shot like how I'm shooting this video, you don't see everything, which adds to what you don't see, which adds to what's suspenseful about it, which adds to what you don't know what's going to happen. So that ending is fantastic, and it still sticks in my mind. And it's actually worth watching all of 4 just to get to that ending. Like, it's worth it. It's worth getting through that movie just to get to that ending, because that ending is actually fantastic and belongs in a much better movie than this. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. So I'll get to the ones that are slightly better, but not as good as the first few. So the 5th one in the series is called The Marked Ones. The Marked Ones is, again, about an unrelated family. And they live like in LA or Compton or something. And the main character, and it's a Hispanic man, and the main character named Jesse has just graduated high school or something, and he's 17 or 18. And he lives in an apartment, and he starts hearing this weird shit going on in the other apartment. And it's like this apartment where this creepy guy lives and no one goes around or everything. And he gets his camera and his friends, and they go investigate. And he finds out he was involved in all this weird shit, which occultish stuff, whatever. Which, after that, he starts encountering this thing, but at first it seems benevolent. At first it seems like a friendly kind of unseen entity. At first, it it helps him get super strength. Like he gets in a fight and he knocks all the guys away from him. Like they go flying back. Almost superhuman abilities. And his friend's like, "Oh my God, you're a superhero." And he's like, "Yeah, I know." And there's a part where it makes him jump really high in the air because the thing's lifting them. And so at first they're just having fun with it. They're like, "Oh, that's cool." And of course, there's the stereotypical elderly grandma who's superstitious and into, and not really, I guess you could say the occult, but into kind of spiritual, mystic kind of thing. And she's like, "That thing's no good. Get away from him." And he's like, "Oh, you're just crazy," and all that stuff. And then most of the movie's just him and his friends kind of just hanging around partying, picking up girls. But they're recording everything because I don't even know why they're recording everything. They just get a camera and "Oh, we're just having fun recording everything." And then things start getting darker and darker. The thing starts getting more and more malevolent, and it starts affecting him, and he starts getting darker and darker, and starts getting more moodier and depressed, and kind of lashing out people, and his friends get concerned about him, and it's clearly, without any subtlety, indicating he's being taken over by this thing, which could work if it was done better. I mean, that's an interesting idea. It's an interesting premise. It just wasn't done as well as it could have been. So, anyway, his friends, everything, try to save him, everything. He gets everything, witches and all kinds of crazy shit get involved, and there's some pretty hilariously bad stuff in it. There's a part where they're in this abandoned house, and where this creepy guy is or whatever, and this guy and the guy and the girl are making out. I forget which guy and girl, it doesn't matter, but and she's like, "I want you to fuck the shit out of me." And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna get a condom." So she's waiting, and all of a sudden, in the background, you see a trap door or something. It just runs out. She doesn't even notice it. That's pretty funny. That could have been a comedy. There's a part where they're trying to communicate with the thing by assignment, the game with the lighted things, and they're asking it questions, and it has red for yes and green for no. And this is actually in there, and I'm like, that's scary movie. That's something Scary Movie would have thought of. My favorite though is the end of it when they're shit gets real, and his friends and their homies try to go in there, And they're gonna go against like magic and witches. So what do they bring? Like guns. Like they're just like locking and loading, as if that's gonna do anything. But again, not really much to talk about this one. This one's kind of just. It's okay to watch once. I don't know if I want to sit through it more than once, even though I bought the DVD. There's some good acting in it, and there's some bad acting. There's some interesting moments. There's some hilariously stupid moments. This one though feels, instead of like, unlike 4, this one actually feels fun and kind of how stupid it is. This one's kind of like Troll 2 and just kind of how silly it is. So it's working with interesting ideas, and it helps that it had a different writer and director than 4. It's a huge improvement anyway. Even though I think 4 actually had 2 writers and directors, so God. But anyway, back on topic. And again, memorable ending, fantastic ending. And it actually, the ending connects it with the main story of the main series. Without giving away too much, a character in this one, at the end of it, is on the run, and he winds up in the middle of a situation from one of the previous movies, and I'm like, oh my God, that was actually really interesting and really kind of creepy, especially the way it's executed. So I would definitely bypass 4, but marked ones would be okay. That's an okay one to check out. And lastly, we got the 6th one, called The Ghost Dimension. And Ghost Dimension's okay. It's kind of like the marked ones. It's not great. There's interesting moments and even a few suspense moments. But overall, Ghost Dimension's just kind of a letdown. It promises to give you answers about all these things, but it doesn't. It's supposed to be like, oh, we're finally going to tell you all this stuff that was going on, and you're finally going to get all the answers that this series had questions for. You're finally going to figure out like what was behind everything and what this thing even looks like. In the Ghost Dimension, you actually see things for the first time. Like this one, like the characters have special like rigged cameras that can show you what you can't see with the naked eye. And that actually is pretty kind of creepy. Like there's a part where like this girl, like little girl's asleep, and the parents, like it's like parents and her friends, and parents, their friends, and the kid. I'm sorry. And there's this little girl, and she's sleeping, and you see just like this black, like smoky looking thing, and it's actually kind of creepy, especially when the cameras are as high grade as the one I'm shooting this with, so it gives even more of a grainy kind of like raw look to it. It's interesting that you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you kind of do, but at the same time, it could unexpectedly go places you don't think it will. Though it doesn't answer any of the goddamn questions. By the end of this one, you're still just like left in the dark. Like, okay, I sat through another one of these and it didn't give me anything. Oh well. Also, I will say this: marked ones and Ghost Dimension are at least fun. They're by no means good movies. 1 and 2 are great movies. 3 is decent. 4 is god awful. And then marked ones and Ghost Dimension are definitely worth watching, just for how silly they are. And they have some interesting ideas, like I said, but you don't really know how to execute them. So those are my thoughts on them individually. Collectively, I think as a franchise, I think it's kind of done. I don't see them making another one of these. And if they do, like, I don't see it being as good as the initial ones. I think they kind of, well, it doesn't help that they peaked and then just kind of crashed. So, but at least the last 2 had the decency to be like, okay, we're just gonna be silly. Especially marked ones. I feel like marked ones was kind of knowingly like, we're just gonna be silly with this. Marked ones like the Simon and like the guys going on with the guns and everything. I feel like that's intentionally funny. Like, I don't know, I may be wrong, but that one feels like at least tries to have a sense of humor about itself. So, I don't know. Make of it what you will. Those are just my opinions. I mean, I doubt many people are going to see this video anyway. So, but if you do, and hopefully I've been entertaining, and hopefully you haven't minded me rambling too much. But those are just my thoughts. And you may like all of them. Maybe you could watch 4 and be like, oh, that was fantastic. Fuck you. And that's possible. I mean, it's just opinions. There's a lot of things people like that I hate, and a lot of things that I hate that people love. So, just my thoughts, and hope you've enjoyed me rambling. Sorry about the technical glitch that made me split this into 2 videos, but it couldn't be helped. Anyway, I should come back soon with another review. So, till then, take care, and catch you later. Bye.